You are watching Capital Jazz TV. We are on the Super Cruise 9, and of course, we have
It's super.
we have our comedian extraordinaire, Mr. Michael Courier. How are you?
Extraordinary. You gonna
Extraordinary.
drop that on it? That's a big old word for a comic.
But right, I'm just kind of taken aback with the hair.
My
That's
woman
just
gonna wanna know why you're touching me like that. That's all I know. This is today's wear. Every day we change it. You know, sometimes I'm bald headed. In fact, that brings up this paper.
right.
This year we're having the first annual bald headed convention. We've been talking about it for 3 seasons now. The official invite, in the great spirit of Isaac Hayes, Keenan Ivory Wayne, Yul Brynner, Lou Gossett, Samuel L. Jackson, Vin Diesel, Steve Harvey, Will Downing, Casper the Friendly Ghost, Mike Jordan, Gerald Albright, Daddy Warbucks, Sinead O'Connor, and Kojak. We are announcing the first annual Capital Jazz Super Cruise Bald-Headed Convention, brought to you by the illustrious
Illustrious.
fraternity of Alpha Bravo Bravo, also known as Alpha Baldy Baldy. Okay, we're honoring a bald-headed only convention of joy and light. No hairy people allowed. The purpose of this convention is to celebrate our baldness while laughing and making fun of the people with hair. Do not show up if you have not committed. Because you know some people cut their hair low, but they don't commit and go all
They
the
don't
way.
commit going all the way down. Okay.
We be totally bald or kick rocks, okay? That's this Thursday we're gonna be doing that, and there's gonna be some fish and chips involved. Okay, there will be security, so don't sneak your hairy behind in. So we're gonna do that this year. Everybody wants to be in the convention. Everybody's trying to get in the convention, and people snuck in last year, and this is the first year, which makes that quite an oddity. Give me that back. I can get it to somebody today. So here we are on the 9th one. It's only my 3rd one. It's
Right.
fabulous. It's been
Same
a great
here.
time. And you heard about the commotion with me and the lady with the big hair?
I heard about a commotion with you and the lady with the magenta hair. I think she
Magenta.
had magenta is the color
And she
that
had
you
big
gave
head
it.
too. So her hair was about this big, and the hair was about that big. So she's easy to find. You won't miss her. Chocolatey skin. And she got upset just because I went to the front of the line for the
got it.
omelets.
I got
and
it.
you got to go to the front of the line with the omelets because we got the slowest omelet cookers in the history of America. I knitted a sweater day before yesterday while I was waiting for my omelet. So I walk right up to the front, which is something I do. I don't just do it on Capital Jazz. I do it everywhere I go.
Okay.
I'm Michael Kaya. I go to the front of the line. Sometimes people just let me stay there. Sometimes they try to throw me out. It's always a potluck. You don't know what it's going to be. But 90% of the time, nobody say nothing because I'm Michael
Right.
Kaya. So when I get to the front of the line, she said, well, why you just walking on the line? We've been standing here 30 minutes. Why don't they have a special line for VIPs? And I said, baby, every line I walk into is for VIPs. You know, so she got all huffy about it. I thought she was joking. And she got huffy for real. And so I went back to my seat with my omelet.
Right.
And the person sitting across from me said, I don't know how she can complain. When you stop and talk to everybody, you take a picture with everybody,
You do.
hug everybody.
You do.
You give up all your personal time. You should be able to walk up to the front of the line. So I ran back and found her, and I explained that to her, you know, but I'm going to cook her goose when she comes to the comedy show. When I see her in the audience, or I'm going to sock it to her.
Please be easy on it.
No, I'm
we
not.
don't we don't want anyone complaining on the Super Cruise.
Oh, it's going to be
9.
brutal. In fact, when I told her when I was in line, I said, report me. Go on, report me. So I told everybody I'm looking for her. I described her with the big magenta head.
He did.
And the woman walked up to me, night before last, and said, I hear you looking for me.
Ooh.
And I said, I'm looking for your big behind. Yes, yes, I am. And I'm going to sock it to you when I see you in the audience. And then a little old lady stepped from behind her. It was her mama. She brought her mama. Now, you know that ain't fair. I can't do nothing to her with her mama standing there. I said, I do not believe you went for the mama card. You know, so I let her off the hook. In fact, what I did is I took her in the back and introduced her to, who was married to
Kenny
Shantae?
Lattimore.
To Kenny Lattimore.
Kenny Lattimore,
You know,
right,
I said,
right.
you want to meet Kenny? Because she thought I was going to beat her up because I got to go
was
outside
nice
on the
of
deck.
you.
And it wasn't it kind
That was sweet.
So I took her back. She said, yeah, I want to meet Kenny. So she went back, took pictures with Kenny Lattimore. And that's how I kill my enemies. I turn them into my friends. And so I took her on back to her seat, and she's sitting there. I bet you every time she see me from now on, she gonna try to let me in line. She gonna come up here.
Michael, I got you. I got you, Michael. I
Yeah.
got you. Right.
No, this
She's
is the
still coming
most-
after her when you see her on that show, though. You
Yeah,
see
this is the most fun cruise there is. I know we hear about so many cruises now. Everybody trying to get in the black cruise game,
For
you know,
real,
which
for
is
real.
a heck of a thing.
Right.
Since we came over the boat the first time, it didn't work out that well. But now we so happy about it. We paying people to put us back on the boat. But this one by far is the best. First of all, most of the people are, I'm saying 99.9% of the people are fabulous. They are full of energy and light and joy. And then we always have the best program. We have the greatest people performing. And then we have great comedians. I'm very fortunate this year to have on board with us Ernest J, Gary Owens, and Chris Rock's brother, Tony Rock.
Rock is here, yeah,
And then,
yeah.
of course, there's me. But so it's amazing. It's great food day and night. It's great dancing. You know, you got stepping going on here. You got line dancing, you know, which is great. I love line dancing. Called for black people. Line dancing really is like our tribal origin. If you go and study any African tribes, what do
Absolutely.
you think they was doing if they weren't doing line dance?
Absolutely.
And now we've taken it to a modern day art form where people just get out and do their thing. Some people even make a little flyer, they do stepping. You know, all that's going on here, socializing, networking, eating good food, a lot of gas. But it's just a great time.
So tell me, what are some of the things that you, like some of the artists that you've wanted to see on the cruise or that you've gotten a chance to like?
I really wanted to
Break
see
bread with.
Kenny Lattimore,
Yes.
and I was blown away. I had never seen him perform live.
Oh, wow.
I had no idea that he had all that.
And the classically trained, did you see when he did the little opera stint?
When he sang the opera, I was so mad that I didn't have my phone ready to film it. You know, they say you ain't supposed to film, but everybody's filming. They're
Everybody.
trying to stop people from filming, but it's hard when you got 1,000 people with
Right,
cameras.
but it's not like we can upload it anyway.
No, we
There's
can't.
no internet.
There's no internet. You can't. We ain't gonna be able to upload it as soon as we get home. But I filmed some of him singing, but I wished that I had on tape that moment where Kenny Lattimore broke into opera. That was a classic moment, and he was just amazing and fly and smart. That was a great piece. Joe wasn't playing either. Gerald Albright blew the roof off the sucker, you know. But we're just kicking it now. We're just scratching the surface. We're only at the halfway mark.
Yeah.
We haven't got down to the whispers yet, and Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan, Shaka Shaka Shaka. I look forward to all of it. I look forward to the people. I like the people.
And
you
I was
know?
going to ask you about that because you're on a jazz cruise, but we have comedy kind of sprinkled in here. And your workshops, your master classes it is always an issue with your classes.
Well, people getting in any of the shows I'm in. Michael Kaya, No, it's just people like good comedy, and comedy that's not going to attack you. You know, because a lot of people go to a comedy show and they afraid that somebody gonna beat them up or talk about them and say horrible stuff. But my comedy is funny and it's healing and it's inclusive and it's just a good time. You know, and I have dubbed myself the Capital Jazz Super Cruise ambassador of goodwill and joy. So I'm here to make sure all the folks I see feel good. When I see them, I want people to be happy. If they're not, I'm going to say something to them, play with them. I'm going to give them a compliment. I'm going to see what they're eating and talk about that. Something, you know what? It doesn't cost anything to give joy to somebody else. It don't cost you nothing. It's not a lot of sweat. You don't have to give up nothing that you have. When you give away a smile, you still get to keep yours, and yet you give that away. And so if every place I go, I am enlightening people, that's making their journey better. And then that goes outward. So everybody they see, they're going to feel better because you don't want nobody walking around with old sour face. Then the next person got a sour face, and everybody all grumbly.
Right.
And that's not the point of this. I mean, if we're going to be out here together for 8 days, it should be rock and roll joy. People should go back to their rooms with great things to talk about that happened to them today, even if it was just a great meeting with someone else, even just ran into somebody else that told you something. How many things are you dropping stuff? Who the heck is that dropping stuff? Don't they know we taping? Black people, you just gotta. So
Just happy.
my mission here is just to have as much fun as I can, and to make sure that everybody that I come in contact with is having that fun too.
But
you
is
know?
that always been Michael Collier's goal? Has that always been your goal in life? Is just to make people happy? Like where's
No, it's not even a goal. It's
Uh-huh.
it's who I am. I wake up on awesome, and I rise from there.
I wake up on awesome. I just wanted to say that. I had to
No,
reiterate that
I wake up on
'cause
awesome.
I
I encourage
gotta write
others
that
to
down.
do so because I know that I am blessed. I know that everything we have is a gift. You know how many people didn't wake up this morning? How many people who was here yesterday, they had plans for this afternoon, they not here no more? When we wake up, we already won. We should wake up, don't worry about them. We should wake up and just say, yay, because we already won, you know? And then we can walk around. How many people can't walk? How many people don't own their own clothes? How many people don't eat just regular food? We in there eating stuff you can't even name.
Right.
You know, so
right.
it's a joy just to wake up. It's a joy just to be able to have eyes to see. I know a great musician named Ellis Hall in Los Angeles who's absolutely brilliant, and he was just in a play. He stole the show. It was so great because people didn't realize he was actually blind. They thought they had hired somebody to play a blind man, but he was playing a blind character, and he was blind. He sings, and he plays jazz. He's awesome, but he'll never see a sunset. He'll never see the green of a tree. Do you know the blessings we have just to be able to see stuff?
Right.
But we take all that for granted.
Right.
We take all that for granted, like we got that coming.
Yeah, yeah,
You know?
it's- yeah.
So I
Okay.
wake up joyful. I wake up full of gratitude,
Mm-hmm.
and then from there, I hope to spread it every place I go. That's what we're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm supposed to love everybody I see. And if I look at you, even if you got a frowny face, if I look at you, and in my eyes I say, I love you, that's already going to change your demeanor. It's already going to change the way you're going to walk your walk or do what you're going to do. Because it's so many people who are frightened. Everybody's frightened. Everybody think you coming to take something from them.
Well, that's because of the world. That's how they give you the news now. They just work on your fear and your and giving you fright.
Are you talking about CNN?
I'm
Constantly
I'm not talking about
news,
anybody.
You talking about constant
Right,
negative
I'm
news?
just talking about that's how people like deliver messages now. That's how they give you news now. It's just
Yeah,
like
fear is a big old factor in our society, and people control you and sell stuff to you like that. You know, like they'll tell you what you need first. They got the chemical,
Right.
then they tell you got the disease. You know, like now they get itchy booty syndrome. What is that? Irritable bowel.
Okay,
So
look,
that's
right, yeah,
itchy booty.
yeah,
Now I
yeah.
used to just scratch my booty, but now there's a special ointment you need or a pill that keeps you from having an itchy booty. I mean, it's like they'll tell you first what the thing is. All these diseases and stuff, we never even heard of these things, but now you hear of them. Now it's in your psyche, it's in your conscious. Now you're nervous, you don't want it to happen to you, so you're going to get them pills, man, because the pharmaceutical people, man, they're going to get their money, man.
Right,
They're going
right.
to scare you into buying some kind
Right,
of pill.
right,
You know, so
right.
I would like to be the other side of that. I would like to see everybody as my brother and my sister, and I would like all those people to be happy because we have a lot to be happy for. The Buddha says it. The Buddha says be grateful. Wake up and be grateful because you have a lot. Even if you don't have a lot, at least you got a little. And even if you don't have a little, at least you ain't sick. And even if you are sick, at least you ain't dead. So
No,
be grateful, you
be
know, and
grateful.
that's how I just
Yeah.
walk my walk, you know. And then
Yeah.
God delivered me an amazing queen, my fabulous baby, my Kelly is so wonderful and awesome, and she loves God and she loves life. She won't let me kill stuff. You know, like if it's something walking on like a bug in the house, I got to put it in a cup and release it. You know, and I'm like, I
Unless
mean,
it's a roach,
if she's
it's
looking
fine.
now.
Unless
If
it's
she ain't looking, I'm gonna have to clean off that shoe. Anyway, but she is so excellent and wonderful, and
Yeah.
she loves me, and I think that's just
Fantastic.
another gift from God. You know, so he gave me this beautiful hair.
Right, right. Even though he's, the advocate for the ball crew. But anyway.
Oh, we are having the ball convention. The ball convention is gonna be off the chain. You know, ball people, we're a minority that's left out.
Okay. I get it.
so
So tell
what?
me real quick, what is going on with Michael Collier? Where can we see you next? Are you touring? What city?
I don't know
you
why
gonna
that's
be
gonna
in?
really matter since y'all didn't show this last time, and I told
Oh,
y'all
wait,
where I'm gonna be.
see?
Okay, well, first of all, you know I'm on a show called Blackish. I play the minister, Reverend Hubbard. If you've missed the episode, you can go pull that up on Hulu,
On right,
and they'll show you.
ABC.com.
I'm asking everybody who sees this to go to abc.com and send them a short letter saying we love Michael Collier as Reverend Hubbard, and y'all should bring bring him back as a
Yes,
regular.
I will do it.
Because I told him, Jennifer
committed.
Lewis, do it for real.
I'm committed.
Jennifer Lewis is on there, and I told her she probably could use a little loving. She doesn't have a love interest on there. Reverend Hubbard is willing to lift her up. And then I am doing a 1 hour special where I started on Venice Beach. I did comedy from 86 to 95. I did 9 years of comedy every Saturday and Sunday, 5 hours every Saturday and Sunday for the 9 years. And so now we're going back out and commemorate that by doing an hour-and-a-half concert live on a spot I started on Venice Beach. It's called The King of Venice Beach, and you'll be able to go on the internet and find out all the information about that. And in Chicago, we're doing a film short called The Soundtrack of My Life, where I'm creating a film short to remind young black people who they are and how great they are, and ask them to put their guns down. And I have The Twister has given me music for it already. The Brat, Dave Hollister, GLC, Solo Redline, and Queen Nuisance. And it's going to be a music-driven animated film short. And we're not just saying put the guns down, but every penny that we raise will be used to build music studios for inner city kids. So when we tell them to put the guns down, we want to show them something else to do with their lives, to show them that we're not on a dead end. Yeah, because culture is gone from our communities. It's not in our schools. You know, our schools are more like a place to babysit. So you come in, they want to get you in, get you out as quick as you can. So you haven't really learned anything. In Europe and everywhere else, culture is tantamount. You must have culture. But now we got to scrapple and fight for it. But if I could show people a way to take their lives, maybe these young kids, we could turn them into young Jay-Z's. Then they don't have to stand in the corner and say, hey, my life's at a dead end, I can't do nothing, so I might as well do this or that, which is not good for them, you know? So those are just three of the things I'm doing. You know, I have a new book coming out called Michael Goes Motivational. It is autobiographical and motivational, so I can start doing more motivational touring, because I do motivational speaking at schools, high schools, colleges, and jail. You know, I do drug court. I speak at drug courts and stuff. And I'm hireable. Let me just mention that.
He is available for hire.
Yes, I do weddings, divorces, Passover, hangover. I do a party in a phone booth if you promise to call. I take green stamp, food stamps, Canadian money. I take your bus transfer if it's got some time left on it.
And how do people get in contact with you? Give us the website one more time.
So easy. It's The Real Michael Collier, spelled Colyar, or you can go to my Facebook under Michael Collier, Colyar, or you can tweet me at Twitter at Michael Collier. You can even Instagram me at Michael_Collier. So in essence, if you can't find me, you ain't really looking for me. I'm everywhere. I'm like San Rafael. I'm everywhere.
Well, it is so good that you're everywhere on this cruise.
Oh, thank you. I'm so happy to be here. I'm honored to be here. I'll be back with you guys next year for the 10th anniversary. Ain't no, my fingers ain't crossed. They already hired me.
Oh, okay.
You might not be here, but my thing is guaranteed. So next year, a big 10th anniversary. And I tell you what's fabulous about next year, the 10th anniversary. You know, we always do a comedy show, sometimes several comedy shows. I always do my workshop. But the ship we're going to be on next year has a comedy club built on the ship. It's a 300-seater with tables. So people can eat a meal and watch the show. So we're probably going to have a comedy show every night.
Oh, wow.
So, it's going to be amazing. The cruise next year is going to be sick. It's going to be awesome.
Super Cruise on steroids. I know you can't. I know that they're already booked. I know 2016 is already sold out.
But don't quit asking, because people always do cancellations.
They always do cancellations.
So when you get closer to it, still check in, because we want y'all there too. And if not, start getting your money in there for 11. Because we're doing 11 and 12 and 13, 14. I ain't negotiated my money on that yet, but I got a feeling that's coming.
That's right. Well, thank you so much, Michael, for being here on Capital Jazz
God bless
TV.
you, and thank you for
Greatly
being so
appreciate
positive and so gorgeous. You're fine, too. You know that,
gosh,
right? You're fine as
okay,
frog's hair. You ever seen frog hair? You can't see it. It's too damn fine. It's fine.
This is Jody with Michael Collier. You're watching Capital Jazz TV.